Hello and welcome everyone to the fourth round of the GPVWC Formula Challenge here at the glorious Shanghai circuit in China. My name is Thomas Jacobs and today I am joined by Philip Morby. Say hello, sir.
Good evening all. What a wonderful track here. Fourth round of the Formula Challenge.
Indeed, and we also have Mr. Lewis Redshaw on the cameras. Say hello, sir.
Hello.
So, we have just progressed into qualifying. Phil, who do you think will probably get pole position, or who do you think's looking very strong for this round of racing?
Jonathan Holmes and Peter Briak, as we've kind of seen so far, have kind of been up there. They're looking good in terms of lap times. It's very close midfield. There's about 10 cars doing 147.5 down to 147.7s. About 10 of them, so that's going to be really tough in the middle there.
Indeed. Speaking of Peter Briak, he was also he qualified on pole last round and took the first win. And I will also say apologies for not broadcasting that, but we had no commentary crew for 2 weeks ago. So unfortunately, that did not go ahead.
A lot of cars got straight away.
Indeed. Well, the track temperature is currently 21 degrees, and we have seen it in warm-up and practice that it can raise as high as 28 degrees. So I think everyone's just trying to get onto track, put in some times before everything starts heating up and their tyres go off. Who's the first? I think Tolberg is the first one.
Yeah, Tolberg and then James Kirk.
Indeed, for small power racing. So,
I'm just trying to count how many cars aren't going out at the moment. There seems to be a lot less than 1, 2, 3, 4, about 8 cars have not gone out. Considering this is a 15-minute qualifying session, I'm very surprised how full the track is, and it's going to be fun. About 10 cars are very close together, and if you jockeying for position before they even started a lap.
Indeed, the one thing you don't want if you've got a very fast setup is traffic. I think that's someone's off at after turn 10. I'm not quite sure who that was.
I think that's James Johnson.
It might have been
James Johnson going very slow.
I think he might just be backing up Pack. No, I think he's gone off again. So our championship leader is in a bit of trouble. Okay. Could just be lag on my end.
Jonathan Holmes, need to get that right, about to start his qualifying lap here. This 5.5 kilometre circuit. Okay, so he's just gone through the final corner and we're on to the main straight. Quite a long straight down here into turn 1. This track, for me, always reminds me of Malaysia. First few corners, turn 1, it's a long right-hander. Don't worry as you pull wide and cut back in as you're going down through the gears. Straight into turn 2, again a long left-hander, back down a bit. Technically this is turn 4, sorry, a little kink there. Into turn 5, again little right kink, don't need to worry about it, flat out into turn 6. Long right-hander, again we then get a bit more kind of Malaysia type corners, turn 7, a long left-hander. Turn 8, again down another gear, is a right-hander, and then turns 9 and 10 to tight left-handers, it gives you onto a short straight. Sector 2, very kind of tight, niggly corners as we get into sector 3 now, where it's all about the power of the engine. Turn 11, nice degree left as we pull into turn 12, so kind of a long sweeping right-hander into, again, turn 13, which is kind of the same corner, onto the bank straight here. One of the longest straights in Formula 1 they use, apart from India.
It is a very long straight. I mean, they're reaching almost just under 280 kilometres an hour. I don't know what that is in miles per hour. I would say about 160?
It's 160, yep. Through all the gears down to first, to turn 14, and slight kink here of turn 15, and then you're onto the main straight of turn 16. That's 5.5 kilometres. How are we looking for lap times here now?
Jesper Tolberg is currently on provisional pole with a 46.491, as Jonathan Holmes just does a 46.8, putting him third. Matthew Williams for place seat, 4th at the moment with a 47.0. Very good indeed. More people just setting times. The lowest at the moment is a 49.7 with Ryan Walker, but sorry, a 50.5 by Marco Vanderbroek in the back marker brigade, living up to the name there. Yes, it's still 10 minutes of qualifying left, so people can progress on their time.
7 tenths quicker at the moment in second place. It's an astounding gap.
Indeed it is. Well, he has got quite a few pole positions and race wins under his belt, so it's no real surprise at the moment.
You're seeing there's a tight group of people. We've got 4 cars have all done a 147.6, 16th down to 19th.
Indeed. It is very tight field at the moment. Now, apart from first and second, there's a good 7.5 tenths there. But
just seeing what's happened to Simon Smith here. He's having on 207. It looks like he's come around turn 12 and 13 and just lost it as he's trying to power it out.
Oh dear. That's the long right-hander leading onto the straight, isn't it?
Yeah.
That does like to unsettle the rear of the car. Of course, you're trying to keep your foot flat, and the back's just not having any of it.
We'll be suggesting a low downforce setup, which will be good for the straights.
Indeed, it will.
It's kind of it's an interesting track as to whether you go for low downforce for quite a few straights. But it has also got a few medium speed corners, especially kind of turn 1. Kind of want to be careful there, especially in turn 7 and 8.
Scott Beresford is currently second. Oh, he's just pitting into the pits actually. He was very strong last round at Bahrain, taking 2 second places.
So I'm currently looking at who hasn't done a lap. I've just noticed that Fran Lopez has gone back out, having already done 2 laps. Is that correct?
Indeed. He's done like a installation lap, sort of. Or an out lap and an in lap without setting one in the middle.
May have made a mistake and need to change.
Indeed.
Any change at the top at the moment? Nope, it's still Pettit from Scott Beresford from James Johnson, Jesper Tolberg. What?
We currently have 35 cars out of the 39 in here who have set times, so for not setting a time at the moment, but we still have just over 8 minutes. Petr Brujak just exiting the pit lane, I believe. I think he was set. Yep. Have a look down the order a bit. Ooh, Matthew Williams must have had a spin down at the hairpin near this end of the lap.
Yep, he's going back into the pits. He'll have time to come out and do a couple more laps if he needs to. So you've got Nicholas. Oh, Nicholas going into the pits. Okay.
That's Nichols.
Nichols, sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, I should probably apologise. This is my first time commentating, and I'm going to get lots of driver names and team names wrong, probably corner numbers wrong, and years wrong. It's all an experience. Formula Challenge has been about being a new experience for me this season.
You're not a real open wheel racer, aren't you?
No, not really. I gave it a go for later in Bahrain with Casey and Matthew Williams. Interesting actually, because we somewhat struggled between those 2 races, but he seems to have found something setup-wise for this race, which is good to see. The one that got away from me was Malaysia. Sector 2, race 2, I somewhat lost downforce and just went off, sadly. Bahrain was exciting, fighting with Simon Melchius. A great scrap with a few of the other guys, but it's not really for me.
It's a shame there was no broadcast for Bahrain, because I would have loved to have seen it, but, you know, I'm sure you won't. Do you mind asking you a few questions about what happened last round?
I remember race 2 being very exciting. A few first corner incidents who are having to kind of try and get around Bahrain. It's got a tight turn 1 that leads into turn 2. So you couldn't really see the accident that was happening on turn 2 while you were avoiding the one in turn 1.
How did you cope with the bumps of the track? Was it relatively simple?
Having practiced at Australia, I didn't race in Australia. It's nothing like Melbourne, luckily. But I was having to play around with the car and understand how this car reacts. So I'm more used to tin tops. They don't quite react as badly as these FC cars.
Fair enough. I drove in FC last year, and this is a track I have not been at before. So I don't really have much experience with this. I don't quite know how the cars handle.
There's any changes at the moment.
I saw that Tolberg went a bit quicker, but no position changes really. So, just waiting to see what can happen now with 5 minutes to go.
Yep, Simon Smith's improved after his early mistake at turns 12 and 13. He's up to 36 for 1:49.102. Looks like he's just about to do another lap.
I'm just looking at Lee McLaughlin. He joined the server very late. I don't think he's had much practice in the playseat car. He's currently 25th with a 1:47.4. Very good, saying he only got about 5 minutes practice in before he went into qualifying.
It's silly that just 2 tenths and you've gone up 7 places. So hopefully he can find a few more tenths in that car and get himself nearer to his teammate now being 13th.
It's a very close lineup at the moment between second and I'd say 27th. I mean, there's only technically 1.3 seconds between them, and that's 20, 25, 26 positions.
And for a long, like I said, 5.5 kilometers a lap, 16 turns, that's quite, very close, very tight and competitive. It's good to see.
And of course with different setups, with different aero, some going high, some going low, it shows that no matter which way you go, you can always it's going to be close.
Yeah,
it'll be interesting for the race as well.
Yeah, it's going to be a very exciting race as to who's kind of made their car work that back straight. It's so long. I'm wondering how many wide we can go into the hairpin. Turn 14.
Earlier we spoke about the track temperature being 21 degrees. It's now up to 27 degrees. It's people who got the lap times in early might have profited from that. Seeing as I don't think anyone's gone quicker. I think the tyres are just overheating and they're losing grip. So be interesting to see. Have a look down the field.
Just seeing if Pettis going to improve on his time at the moment. Oh, he's got no, he's messed it up at turn 14.
He's pitting.
To kind of pull it back in a bit. Is he going to have enough time to be pitting? Yes.
He will be able to get out and do one more lap. There's 2 minutes 30 remaining. I don't really see many more improvements.
James Johnson's just on sector 1, 4 temps off. So if you can kind of keep 4 temps off, he would put himself second. Obviously, the sector 2 is all about down. Oh, there's somebody got off there.
That was a back market brigade.
I think that's Simon now. Yes.
Simon Smith. Yeah, he's lost his front wing. I just want to see. He went off at turn 10 and hit the wall.
Yes, the double left-hander.
Yeah. That exit curb's a bit high, so you will bottom out on it and.
Oh yeah. You got spat out the other way. Try catching it. So it's James Johnson. He's got round the hairpin. 14 and 15. Gets himself into the final corner. Made any improvements? Not really. A little bit better. That'd be also interesting. The second and third row of the group. I'm going to get this name wrong. Tanskanen.
Tanskanen.
Yep, 4th and place, 4th and 5th.
And also
It's going to be the other teammates that are close together.
person 6th in the championship, Johnson leading by 43 points to David Junt. With Jonathan Holmes in 6th. Cool, 65 points behind his teammate.
We know who the number 2 driver is there.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. We have just over 30 seconds left of qualifying. I don't think anyone's going to improve. I think the track temperature is a bit too high.
Just seeing who's going to be on the last lap.
Well, Scott Beresford. I was going to say that Scott Beresford isn't going to improve because he's currently sat in the pits. Jesper Tolberg and Petter Brujak have just started their final lap.
Rory Verzil. That one. Verzil. He's just going round. You can guess he's going to make it over the line just about. Pit wide on the final corner.
He's managed to do something Vettel could not do in Malaysia. Was it Malaysia? Or was it Bahrain? I can't remember.
Bahrain, he spun off in practice 3.
Oh, it was Malaysia where he tried to be the last man across the line and
yes.
Didn't work.
So he will be our last car to a lap. I think you may be right though in terms of improvements. Scott Beresford has got slightly closer to Petter, but still 7 tenths off.
And plus the track temperature is now raised to 28 degrees. It's just too hot for the tyres now, especially them running the option compound, the softer compound. But I don't think anyone's going to improve. I think this is going to be our grid. We'll still wait it out just to see.
Oh, definitely. Never say never.
Oh, please don't quote Justin Bieber.
Holmes is going to the final corner. He's gone wide there. No.
I think that's Holmes is qualifying over. Yep, he stays 4th at the moment. You're seeing Brujak down the back straight towards the hairpin.
Roy's just going down that back straight. He's currently lap times.
No improvement from Brujak, so yeah, I don't think anyone's going to improve. Who's out start on a lap? Are we waiting for? Was it first?
Jesper Tolberg jumped to 2nd.
Oh, indeed he has.
Whoa, Rory's lost it on the final corner.
No. You're spinning the car back round.
He's going to finish the lap 10th place.
I think that's everyone qualified. Yeah, people are starting to pit in. So, on pole position for I believe the 3rd time in a row, Petter Brujak for Walk Racing, with Jesper Tolberg 2nd for Smile Power, Scott Beresford 3rd for Enterprise GP, Jonathan Holmes in 4th with Tanscan Racing, and his teammate James Johnson just behind in 5th. Roy Verzil, who had that unlucky incident on the final corner of his final lap, is 6th, with Ben Warren for Racing Team Shroton in 7th. Ryan Walker 8th. I think this is his debut this season.
Very well done.
Yes, very well done. With Matthew Clipp in 9th for Royal Blue Racing, and Patrick Vandermuller for Walk Racing is in 10th, rounding out the top 10. So we're now transitioned to a warm-up. If you'd like to get in touch or ask us questions and stuff like that, you can do so via Twitter by using the hashtag GPVWC. We'll be keeping an eye on that, and we will be answering questions and whatever you want to say to us during the breaks between races.
So we just saw that qualifying. We saw Roy on the last corner there. He basically went wide into turn 16, caught a bit of a slide, and kind of went straight over that second anti-cut, which launched him into the air. Wouldn't have been comfortable.
Well, the thing is about sim racing is that you can sit in your own comfy chair at home, and not have to sit in the plastic buckets that they put in. Opke Hoekstra not happy with his time, so he has pace for 1:46, but yeah, he did a 1:47.2. No reason my live timing is just not working, so that's going to be fun.
I think I'm going to try and follow the kind of midfield pack during this race. I think it's going to be very exciting. It's very close
as well. I think Braddock's just going to run away with it, to be honest. I mean, 6 to 7 tenths in qualifying. It's somewhat like Mercedes in Formula 1 over the weekend. You're just going to pull away. But, you know, you still got Jesper Tolberg, Scott Beresford, especially Scott Beresford, him getting 2 second positions, even after the reverse grid last round. Jonathan Holmes and James Johnston, of course, them. I believe they are... Yes, their team Tanscan Racing is leading the championship by 33 points to THR. Right, whilst we are waiting for the race to start, I've been given the list of penalties that will be applied for the race 1, which have come over from the last round. Lewis Travis escaped on circuit and returned to track. He has a 10-place grid penalty. So does Ben Horrell, having the same punishment. From race 1, Adam Osger was given 10 seconds added on to his time, along with Chris Knight, for not using launch control, which is mandatory. Stop wheel spin in instance happening off the line. Let's have a look. Terence Gretsch was given 20-second time penalty for unsafe rejoin in race 1, with Chris Knight getting a 20-second time penalty for avoidable contact in race 1. Race 2, Adam Osger has a 5-place grid penalty for this race for not using launch control. Again, he must use launch control. He's just getting penalty points now. Ben Willis for race 2 last round, 20 seconds added for avoidable contact. Sam Jones has the same punishment for the same crime. Santiago Niza, is he in here?
I haven't seen him, I don't think.
I do not think he is, so I think his 10-place grid penalty for a punt will be carried over to his next event in Formula Challenge. Along Wopke Hoekstra, avoidable contact, 10-place grid penalty. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 grid penalties.
Just to confuse us a bit more.
Indeed. So the qualifying results, you know, what we read out of the top 10, it could all change. I don't know about top 10, I think. But lower down the grid. But 1 minute to the race. Our race director has just announced. There's all my stuff's just...
Well, let's jump in and say track temperature's dropped down to 23 degrees during this session, so you can see where it is for the race.
I think it might reach as high as 27, 28 like we saw in qualifying, because everyone's going to be on the track and just going to warm up through the heat of the tyres and the grip. There's no predicted rain, though there is... You said there was predicted fog, didn't you?
Fog, apparently in Shanghai at the moment.
Yes. I don't know if there's fog implemented in this, but it might be a bit cloudy, which could help with track temperature. Or it might not do it, so we have no idea. Of course, race 2, we have the reverse grid of, was it 15 to 20?
Yep, so we're keeping an eye on those guys to see how they do.
Indeed. We have just over 10 seconds before we transition. I hope our cameraman's back. Could be. And now we're just waiting for the lineup. Before we start, first of 2 races of 14 laps each. So I can close that. Right. Who do you think's going to win?
Sadly, my knowledge of the front of FC is a bit lacking, having a race at the back. You can't look past Petter and Holmes.
Yeah.
Hopefully they have a good battle. I want an exciting Mercedes-like battles going on throughout the field.
You don't want like a Vettel domination of 2011, where he just goes and no one can chase him down.
No, I mean, even in terms of lap times in qualifying, we weren't really seeing that. Yes, there was a good few seconds between first and last, but when you consider the length of this track, I was quite surprised.
And plus, it being a sprint race.
All non-essential personnel leave the grid now.
As I was saying, as it's a sprint race, you're going to be pushing all the time. You're more likely to make a mistake, and if you make that mistake, it's going to punish you a lot because you have less time to make it back up.
Just trying to decide what side you want to be on going into turn 1. Obviously, you've got a tight right-hander, keeps tightening and tightening, and then you've got a left-hander going on to the double straight.
I would say the right-hander because you can carry more. You want to be on the left-hand side, so you can be on the outside for turn 1 and turn 2.
And then dive down inside.
Yeah. We're now in the race, and I will now do the first 10 if you're going to do the second lot of 10. Yep. So on pole is Petter Brojak for Walk Racing, with Jesper Tolberg in second for Smile Power Racing. Scott Beresford third for Enterprise GP, with Jonathan Holmes in fourth for Tanscannon Racing. His teammate James Johnson in fifth, with Roy Verzil for Zederick Racing in sixth, Ben Warren Racing Team Schroten in seventh, Ryan Walker Viking Racing in 8th, Matthew Klipp in 9th for Royal Blue Racing, with Patrick Vannemuller for the other Walk Racing in 10th.
From 11th, we've got Jack Nichols in the GRT, followed by Terence Resch, Carla Motorsports in 12th. Ollie Helpinen, Viking Racing, down in 13th. Behind him, Matthew Williams at Playseat Racing in 14th. Pedro Gomez, Zedrick Racing, 15th. Just behind him, James Kirk, Pacific Grand Prix. And Hansko. I'm going to get his surname wrong. Nevius Enterprise GP, 17th. Paul Joseph, Royal Blue Racing, down 18th. Timo Toika, Velocity, 19th. And Tommy Jala, Smile Power Racing, rounding up top 20.
21st is Thomas Fadler for Team Proline, with David Junt in THR in 22nd. Fran Lopez for Night Racing is in 23rd. 24th is Mike Schroten in Racing Team Schroten. 25th, Lewis McGlade in Aurora Motorsports. 26th, Lee McLaughlin in Playseat Racing. 27th, Victor Silva for Team Proline, with Philip Koenig for Airstream Motorsport 28th. John McLean is 29th for Bastvik Grand Prix, with Sam Jones for Aurora Motorsport in 30th.
We've got the YTF1 guys in 31st and 32nd. That's Adam Oscar and Hoekstra. And David Carter in 33rd, THR. Okay, William Tringus, Velocity Racing in 34th. Scott Sovic, Aerostream Motorsport, 35th. Then Willis, 36th, Night Racing. And then we've got Simon Smith, 37th. Chris Williamson, Katana Motorsports in 38th. And Marco Vandenbroek. Vandenbroek, the Track Marker Brigade, car number 39 and final on the grid.
We're just waiting for... Oh, Petter Brojak's already on the grid and ready to go.
He hasn't really backed them up too far. They're still coming around the final corner. The final two corners, in fact. Won't be too far. Vandenbroek get onto the position.
That's one of the Bastvik. I think that might be one of the Bastvik Grand Prix. He's like half in his grid box and half out. He might be trying to go for a straight down the middle. That could pay off. Right. As the lights come on, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and this race is now underway. Very good start from Petter Brojak.
Equal starts all round.
Indeed, equal starts all right. Scott Beresford getting a very good start. He's straight up into second place, with Jesper Tolberg dropping back down to third. The Tanscannon Racing teammates are having a go at it, turns 3 and 4. Very clean start, I saw. I didn't see any incidents.
In the middle.
A few bumps, did you say?
A few bumps going through the end of turn 1 to turn 2. Kind of all going still okay. Oh, yep. Spinners at the back.
I believe that is Simon Smith at the back, with Chris Williamson and William Tringus having their own little incident. Tringus is actually going quite slowly. He has lost his front wing.
Sadly, Matthew Williams has gone backwards to 27th. He's
James-
got no plumbing either.
Oh dear, so something's obviously happened back there.
Up front, it's going okay for Potter.
Indeed, he's already got a 7/10 gap back to Scott Beresford, but he's not losing Beresford that easily. Jonathan Holmes and James Johnson just trying to catch up with Tolberg at the moment. Tolberg's holding its own. He's also trying to catch up to Beresford. I'm just looking down the order. There's a battle between Ryan Walker and Roy Verson for 6th and 7th at the moment. Royswell goes defensive into the hairpin. Can Walker around? No, he's backed off a bit. Oh, but Verzel gets a bit wobbly under braking. But keeps the position nicely. Well done.
Just kind of looking at that hairpin at the moment, seeing if anything's going on. Looks all fair and clean.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, there has been a knock.
Someone has spun down at the hairpin.
Chris Williamson, I believe?
It was his teammate, Mike Schroten.
Oh, he's just gone to the back of. There's a few guys in the. Quite a few into the pits. New front wing, mainly.
Yeah. 33rd down are in the pits at the moment. Right, let's go back up to the front.
How many cars? I think about 6 cars in the pit lane.
Yeah. Oh, I've just seen Jonathan Holmes has managed to get past Jesper Tolberg for 3rd and 4th. That was down at turn 1 and 2. Very well done there, Ken. James Johnson try the same manoeuvre and get up there with his teammate. Just looking down the order at the moment. A few battles here and there, but the pack's starting to split apart.
Yeah, the top 5 are somewhat going just about together. And then we've got actually no, probably split down to 8, and then another group of them. They are kind of close. Oh, somebody going wide there.
James Johnson's having a look at Tolberg for 4th and 5th. Johnson trying to go around the outside. Is it going to pay off? Can he make it work? He's had to brake a bit earlier, but Tolberg's locked up. He's gone for the undercut.
Oh,
the cutback. And Tolberg holds it for now, but he did lose out to Johnson's teammate. And this second, he's very slow around the final corner, I will say. Much slower than Johnson.
And Willis gone wide, as did James Kirk at the hairpin. He's got James down to 24. Oh, he's going to the pit lane, I think. I hope he is, because he was very much on the grass. Yep, he's in the pit.
Yep, he might have a bit of damage. I did see he went off into the barrier at the hairpin. Just kind of got spat left into the wall. Very unfortunate for him. Back at the front, Scott Beresford was actually reeled in Peter Burlak. He caught about half a second that last lap, but he seems to be in the final sector. He's catching him. He's dropped 3/10. Oh, Virgil and Walker 6th and 7th at the moment.
Ooh,
having a go.
Right.
Walker's down the inside. Virgil's giving him just enough room. Manages to keep the position for now.
Turn 8.
Is it? Huh?
There's the corner back into turn 8.
Ah. I don't know corner numbers. I just say that corner. The left-hander. I'll go with that. Jesper Tolberg's still under attack from James Johnson. 4th and 5th. Just stay on Ryan Walker, who's trying to go down the inside. Turn 13.
He's going to get a nice drive out. This is going to be a fun one.
Yeah, he's going to have the slipstream. If he can get down to the inside, which Virgil just completely blocks off.
Turn 1 down to turn 14. Hairpin.
I can't really see because
Last light breakers.
Going around the outside. He's going to try. Oh, Virgil got a bit of a twitch there. Walker's trying to go for the
Closing
cutback.
up the exit and floored it.
You just can't find a way through. I think Virgil has just got the same amount of top speed as Walker, maybe a little bit more. That's why he's...
Tolberg on Holmes into turn 1.
Oh, indeed.
He's going to try and dive down the inside. Turn 1. He may have it, but is he going to be heading up to turn 2?
Oh,
it's tight.
Oh,
Definitely
bumping.
contact.
Both Tascan trying to get stuck in there. think Tolberg. Oh, he's on the inside for 5. The short right kink and 6. He might have it. He might have it. He's outbraked him. Oh, he's gone onto the cut. Oh, Holmes right up the back of Tolberg there. Hopefully, Holmes has got no damage from that. Oh no, Johnson's lifted off a bit. Just kind of thought, I'm not going to take my teammate out. I'll wait for them to take each other out. Then I'll get 2 positions instead of 1. But yes, Tolberg, very well done to get past Holmes there for a 3rd position. Got to be careful not to run wide there, because that can be the end of your race right there. With only, I think this is lap 4 on at the moment.
Yes, you Clip and Muller, 13th, 12th and 13th, just 5 down and 12.
They're having a bit of a battle. I think we're going to stay with the Tolberg.
Yeah, if you want to stay in the front, I'll just kind of be calling out fights going on further back in the field.
Oh, Holmes and Tolberg side by side. Again. I think Holmes has just managed to do the cutback that Johnson could not do for the past 2 laps. Holmes obviously
nailed it.
I think Holmes has better traction because he just managed to put the power down and he gave it full jandal right there. Yeah, you got to have a bit of a
slipstream going on by the 3 of them here. Thanks, Glenn Racing sandwich with a small power filling.
It's a small power sandwich. There's one of the drivers. Yes, Lewis McGlade has been complaining of people saying, "Oh, it's like it's Tascannon sandwich because they're the bread." No, it's the filling. Which is small power at the moment, so a small power sandwich between 2 slices of Tascannon. Johnson's close right on the back of Tolberg at the moment. Just can't find a way through. I think with Tolberg having tow from Holmes is going to aid him. Yeah. Look at
so the only retirement we've seen so far is Scott Sovic suspension on lap 3. Everybody else is still going.
He was the only one to retire in race 1 of Bahrain as well.
Oh, he's spun it. Yep, he has spun it. That's I think else. Who was that? Jack Nichols spun it there.
Just trying to see where we've gone down to at the moment. 18th. Indeed. He was looking quite strong, just that one mistake and it's cost him. He's not that far off the pack ahead, so he does have time to catch up. Looking back on the whole Johnson, Holmes and Tolberg battle, they seem to have kind of separated a bit, giving each other a bit of space.
Whether they're going to catch each other up on these long straights and slipstreams.
And they're letting Scott Beresford ahead just pull away. 3-second gap now, with a further 2-second gap to Petr Brujak at front. He's just driving away.
There's 3 fighting for the podium then, final spot on the podium. It's further 2 seconds back and you've got a bit of a Ryan Walker, Rory Virgil, Ken Warren. Ollie as well, just kind of just about on the back of that.
Yeah. Oh, Virgil's not that far off Walker. I thought he was a lot further back. He's really caught up. Yeah.
Wow, the fight's going on further down the field.
Yeah.
But McGlade and previous 21st, 22nd.
There's a good battle here. I believe that's Pedro Gomez, 14th, Paul Joseph with David Junt, and David Junt, the 3 of them, 14th, 15th and 16th.
Oh, so they're fighting for the last points there.
And
there's a lot of teams around them as well. Kind of, if they fall over, there will be teams ready to grab those points.
There's also a battle back from Jack Nichols, 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st. Oh, Hansco Mebius, say 22nd.
What's wrong with Schroeton there?
Roy Schroeton?
Yeah, Mike Schroeton.
Mike Schroeton, sorry, there's quite a few
Turn
Schroetons.
9 and 10. That looks very odd.
What happened? Just like a little twitch? Or...
It looked like lag. He kind of came out of turn 10, took a massive jump and kind of went straight on a bit. No damage though. I think he's okay to keep going. Happening of Holmes and Goldberg and Johnson.
There's not much really going on. They're kind of dispersed a bit. Excuse me. I think Johnson's caught up to Tolberg, but that's about it. Just looking down the border. Is there a battle for... I think there might be a battle for the final few positions. Reverse grid. 19th,
Yes, reverse. Yeah,
19th, 18th and 17th. With now Tommy Oyala running onto that group. What's this position? These positions are very important for reverse grid later on in race 2, which could be any number between 15 and 20, so they're all fighting for what could be pole position for the next race. There's a good battle for 14th, 15th and 16th. Pedro Gomez, David Junt and Paul Joseph fighting for the last point or two. All in a slipstream. Yes, you had the same thought I did.
He's going to be brave into the hairpin.
And I think that's Junt.
Junt coming on the inside. Is he going to get slowed down?
He's got it. Unless Gomez can get the cut back, I don't think he can. Joseph's now going to have a bit of a sniff on Gomez. And I don't think anything's going to come off of him.
16th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, very close.
I've just seen Jonathan Holmes, Jesper Tolberg and James Johnson, they've caught right up to each other again for 3rd, 4th and 5th.
We keep an eye on that.
Yeah. I mean, this is kind of what we should be... what's the word? It's gone from my mouth now. Focusing on, that's it. We should be focusing on, because it's the final podium position. And it's all for glory, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Definitely. Well,
Keep an eye on them.
These guys. And 2.
What for Holmes?
9 and 10, sorry.
Yeah. Oh god, I've just seen that Johnson got right onto the anti-cut there and actually pulled a complete wheelie. Hopefully that wouldn't have damaged the front nose or the suspension. But that must have been pretty scary. I'm saying that a stop-go penalty was removed from Simon Smith by the admins. Obviously something's happened and he didn't deserve it. So.
Where's he going? He's currently down 29. Second and a half off his teammate.
Indeed.
Oh, Ryan Walker and Rory are still fighting each other. Oh, Rory's got a better exit out of the hairpin.
For 6th and 7th. And Roy's got it going into the final turn. Oh, he's got a bit of a twitch on the power there.
Walker's definitely going to be fighting. Oh, he's got the outside.
I think I might take back what I said about being on the outside. You're just going to lose. This is a long right-hander.
It's whether you can dive down. No, he's covered it off.
Oh, I don't know. Turn 2, maybe a bit of contact. But Roy's really backing it up on the corners.
We keep coming back to this 3rd and 4th. The pace dropped off a little bit now.
I think Johnson might have just a little bit of damage from that wheelie he pulled last lap. Timu Toika's off at turn 1, turn 2, and he's lost his front wing. I hit the back of Mebius and lost his front wing.
It's a long lap he's going to have to do about front wing now.
Yeah, because he's just crossed the pit exit, didn't he? But, I've heard that low downforce here is an option, apart from the whole locking up he's doing at the moment. But hopefully it won't punish him too much.
Oh, we've missed. No, we haven't. That's a lie. I was about to say.
What were you going to say?
I was about to say that Holberg's dropped back. I was watching Scott Beresford, not easy. But Scott Beresford's somewhat in a race of his own here now, 4.7 behind. Oh, there's Holberg and Holmes still fighting each other.
Yeah, for third and fourth. Holmes just keeping ahead at the moment. Tolberg's looking for every opportunity to get past. As Ryan Walker gets ahead of Roy Virgil.
Virgil good at the head in there.
Yeah.
Ollie Pelkman and Ben Warren fighting for 9th and 10th. And so on. Oh, that's definite. Surely there was contact there.
With Terence Gretsch.
Yeah, looked like he was right on his backside.
When I switched to it, Pelkman was right up Gretsch's rear. Oh, Pelkman got onto the over. This isn't NASCAR. You can't. What's it?
Oh, he's back on the inside.
Pelkman on the inside. He's locked up his front right. Terence has got the cut back. He's on the outside for the next turn. That's turn 7, I believe. Oh, almost locking wheels there. That's Terence managing to get through with Pelkman now having Ben Warren on the back of him. Probably not going to like that with Matthew Clipp and Patrick Vandermuller. Well, this is a big fight for what is 8th position, Terence Gretsch.
Just watched Holmes and Holberg. He's lost a little bit here onto the back straight, but he's still only 3 tenths behind him. Is he going to do it down the straight?
Tolberg on Holmes, 3rd and 4th.
Yeah. A bit far back.
Tolberg's gone down the inside. Holmes is giving him a bit of space.
He's going to get a driver.
Yeah, he's just lost out on traction there for Tolberg.
Yeah, Johnson's dropped off a little bit now.
I think he's trying to work on tyre wear, try and get them back in the last couple of laps. Not sure what lap we're on. All we're getting is like 71% complete. Oh, yeah.
We're on lap 11.
Indeed.
14.
Let's have a look. Oh, Pelkonen's managed to get past Gretsch for 8th and 9th. Oh, cool. Bit of knocking there.
He did it around the outside of turn 1, which gave him the inside for turn 2.
Oh, he just went for the, not the cut back, but just keep with him sort of thing. Side by side.
Yep. There's a bit of a queue of cars in that little strap now.
Ollie Pelkonen, Terence Gretsch, Ben Warren, Matthew Clipp and Patrick Vandermuller all fighting for 8th.
We've missed Frozen DNFing from lap 7 there, sadly. I'm guessing that was an issue where I saw him go off.
Well, I did see he had to pit on the first lap, so you might have just thought there was too much damage and just save the car. Jack Nichols has also retired just now after a spin in turn 1, I'm hearing.
The same replay of it now. He's got a lot of sparks coming out the back of that car as he went into turn 1.
Not enough ride height, or just...
possible, yeah.
Oh, Terence Gretsch down the inside of Pelkonen for 8th position. Gretsch has got the drive because Pelkonen just spun the wheels up.
Oh.
They're really pushing each other. Tolberg looking down at Holmes for 3rd and 4th position. Ooh, looking down the inside, Holmes covers it. Tolberg he's caught up to Holmes and I don't think he can get past. Oh! Terence Gretsch has spun in 10th position. He's now dropping down the order. He's down to 12th after being in 8th for quite a long time ahead of that pack.
Just seeing a replay of it now as they go to turn 1.
He's got...
I think there was a touch there, yep. Definite contact between him and Pelkonen.
That's unlucky. I'm sure if Terence is unhappy with that, he'll put in an instant report and that will be reviewed by the stewards. But for now, the race goes on. We still have 3 laps remaining. That's including this one that we're on now. Petter Brolak leading by 7.5 seconds. Scott Beresford, who's Jonathan Holmes, is actually caught up. He's now within 2.5
back
seconds.
a bit now.
Yeah.
Suddenly that second place isn't so solid as I expected it to be. Commentator's curse. Right? Sorry, Scott.
He's had a hell of a drop. I think his tyres might have gone off because he's just lost quite a lot of time, and you can clearly see Holmes and Tolberg in the background. Caught right up.
Again, exciting finale.
Indeed. And we've still got 2 laps to go now. So we're now on lap 13.
Almost on top right there. Very wide line of taking from the final corner.
Oh, Ben Warren in 9th position, getting right over the curb on the final corner. Almost losing it. Now,
Just looking at Pedro Gomez in 15th and Paul Joseph in 16th. Paul's got a bit of slipstreaming, he's going for the outside and one.
and of course they're fighting for the final point. Points go down to 15th. Paul Joseph wanting a point this race, trying to harass Gomez into a mistake.
There's some other fights going on.
There's also another fight for 20th and 21st. Philip Koenig and Victor Silva for the final potential reverse pole position for race 2.
To win it.
You got to give it everything. You want that reverse pole for the next race.
Dive down inside. No.
I think Connie's going to keep it for this lap unless Victor has better straight line speed down the back straight. Oh, he's had to turn out of it though.
The gap between second and third is now 1.4 seconds. They are definitely getting close to it. It's only whether they can do it right near the end though.
I think Tolberg's just looking to keep the position, seeing if Holmes can catch up to Beresford overtaking Holmes and then having to defend. I think he's trying to look at the big picture, try and go for second instead of having third or fourth. It's a very smart move.
Would be.
Ben Warren into the hairpin. I think he was into the hairpin, lost position.
He's got a train following him now though. Not a train to follow, sorry. See if yeah.
13th or 14th position, David Junt and Fran Lopez battling with Pedro Gomez and Paul Joseph behind, still fighting for that 15th position. I think Lopez is going to have a look on... No, he's a bit too far back going into turn 5. But that's actually allowing Pedro and Paul to catch up now. So on the final lap, which we're on now, ooh, this could be close towards the end.
Petter's just lapped first car.
Has he just lapped?
Yep.
Who was lapped?
Afraid it was William
Tringus.
So probably Petter around the final two
Yes.
corners.
Oh, I just see he's just lit up the rears there, putting on a bit of a show. But he's coming around the final corner now to take the win of the first race here at Shanghai.
Scott Beresford.
Very well done.
Should hold on for a second.
Just about. His gap did reduce a lot towards the end, but he holds on to second position. Very well done. With Jonathan Holmes taking third, Jesper Tolberg fourth.
Oh,
only by...
in the hairpin right at the end there.
Who was that with?
That was Van Muller. I think Helkinen was involved.
Matt Clip as well. Might have been involved. Oh no.
I'm watching a replay now. So Clip's gone wide, spun, and then Warren's gone to the side of Van Muller. So Clip spun, lost about 3 places, and then gained one of them back.
Hasker Mobius will get 17th position from Tommy Oyala, with Lee McLaughlin with 5 minutes practice taking 19th, and Philip Koenig taking 20th, and rounding out all possible pole position for race 2 at the moment. So,
We're seeing who else is going to finish.
Lewis McGlade in 23rd. James
Any
Kirk,
fighting going on?
24th. Tom Kirkstrom coming in 25th. Simon Smith, 26th. He did send me a message earlier saying he was hoping for a position like that. Seems he's got it. With Chris Williamson, 27th.
Going down hopes was inside him. Oh no, he lost it there.
Matthew Williams, 28th. Thomas Fadler, 29th. Sam Jones, 30th. David Carter, 31st. Oh, Ben Willis.
Van der Broek still fighting as they go into the final corner. Van der Broek trying to get a better line for the exit.
No, I think Timu's got it. Toika's got it.
Yeah.
I did see that Ben Willis, he spun it on the final corner, but there was no one around him, so he still managed to get 32nd position. And I think that's everyone now.
I believe it is.
With William Tringus being the last finisher, the first lap.
I think there may have been contact between Willis and Carter actually into the final corner.
Your DNFs were in order of did not finish. Scott Sovic for Aerostream, Mike Schroten for Racing Team Schroten, John McLean for Bastwick Grand Prix, and Jack Nichols for JRT. Overall, 35 people out of the 39 finished. It's a very good record at the moment for a Formula Challenge. Probably the best we've seen in a long time.
The best I can remember before, I must admit. I got involved in a few of those races.
A big congratulations to Peter Burlak, Scott Beresford and Jonathan Holmes for taking podium positions. As we mentioned beforehand, you can get in contact with us via Twitter by using the hashtag GPVWC. We will be reading them out if we've had any. I'm just looking, I don't think we've had. But it's always there, so you can just send us a message and we'll read it out between now and race 2 as we wait for
Attention grid, will all non-essential personnel leave the grid now.
Randomly generated between 15 and 20, sorry. Even got that wrong. I've been in Formula Challenge last year and I'm sure I should know it by now. So, any interesting news? Anything surprise you there, Phil, for race 1?
I was surprised Scott Beresford there, kind of getting pulled back in by Holmes and Tolberg, even though they were still. I think you were right. I think he was fighting, trying to catch up better too much, and then his tyres are gone.
Indeed. So we now have a 5-minute warm-up session or break between races. Let people relax, become limber, and kind of get everything sorted out for race 2. Of course, there is no Parc Fermé, so you can change setups between races.
Which is always useful, I found. It's not until the proof's in the pudding for your race setup, and it's not until you really get out there and work out.
It's also nice to have a separate setup, so you can test one or have one for the race, but also if you're in like a kind of bad position, you can test one to see if you can go faster. Like what I believe the Red Bulls did in this weekend's Grand Prix. They had different downforce settings, which showed that, you know, different setups can work. Marco van der Broek wants to strangle the person who created this track. Not a very nice thing to say, but some people do dislike it. I love this track. It's just got so much more grip. And it's flowing and get a sense of enjoyment when I drive around it. Must apologise for the dog barking, that is my dog. He is unhappy at the moment. Probably just wanted to go out in the garden.
I think he wants to do the commentary actually.
He just wants to control or patrol the garden for cats and hedgehogs. He does like hedgehogs.
Who doesn't?
I didn't tell you that he actually managed to kill one a year ago.
Oh, wonderful!
Oh,
Yeah.
nice!
Yeah, welcome back, Phil. Yeah, It wasn't nice.
Yeah.
Bring it more in a nice tone. I had a housemate during the time of uni had an albino hedgehog.
Okay.
It's a nice, interesting fact.
Didn't know you could have albino hedgehogs.
There's some interesting comments in the chat about Tilka, the track designer
Mm.
for Shanghai. Oh yes, this track is supposed to represent a Chinese symbol. Answers on the postcard as to what symbol that is.
Some people would say it's close. It resembles Malaysia.
Well, especially as I called it, turns 1 and 2, so kind of like right going to the left, and you've got the sweeping bits in sector 2, and then a back straight. Technically, it goes into a hairpin, and then it's past another corner, and you're on the main straight.
I guess you could say it's kind of like the Austin track, where its corners are basically taken from
Other circuits.
I was going to say better circuits, but that's a bit controversial. Historic circuits.
I think Austin does it better, personally. I think it has a better kind of.
Well, 'cause it's got the Maggots Beckett section. It's also got the Bahrain double
stadium
left-hander.
section.
Yeah.
And obviously that hill climb going into the first corner, which is a very interesting corner because there's so many different lines to take.
Yeah. And of course you can brake much later because it's uphill, and the gradient just slows the car down.
Just trying to look at the moment. There's not actually much elevation at this circuit, is there really? But in turn 1, turn 2.
Still waiting on the reverse grid number.
That was number. Did you not see that? That was number 20, I believe.
No. Was it number 20?
Philip Koenig was on first pole.
Oh, okay. There we go. Philip Koenig is on a reverse pole. So let me just bring up the results from the race. That would put. Yep. No, this is not right. Nope. I think. I think live races. Its results thing has gone all haywire because it's put Matthew Williams as winning, where we all know Peter Burlak did. Yeah, so that we can no longer. We'll wait until the grid lineup to do that. Did try and be a bit clever and announce it beforehand. That obviously did not work. Brilliant. Grid's being set. We have 15 seconds to go into the race. Race 2, another 14 laps.
As I was kind of mentioning, once you've done race 1, you can really understand: did you get your gearing right? Did your brake shock size, was that correct? Especially when you're in traffic, you can kind of follow another car in practice and get an idea, but not until the race when you've got.
Attention grid, all non-essential personnel leave the grid now.
And you can't really get an idea when you're in practice. You're not really pushing, whereas in the race you're always constantly trying to be better than the guy in front.
Yep.
And that's when mistakes start to come out. I mean, I'll make this kind of short, but last year I used to have horrendous rear locking in the race, which I never got in practice. Right, so we just wait for the everyone to go to track. When they do, we will go through the grid. And they start to pull away on the formation lap. Okay, so taking pole position is Philip Koenig for Aerostream Motorsport. In second position, Lee McLaughlin for Playseat Racing, who is kind of bogged down at the moment. Tommy Oyala is third for Smile Power Racing, with Hansco Mebius in fourth for Enterprise GP. Paul Joseph fifth for Royal Blue Racing, with Fran Lopez in sixth for Knight Racing. Pedro Gomez for Zederick Racing is in seventh, with David Junt in eighth for THR. Very good position for him to be in. Terence Gretsch is ninth for Katana Motorsports, with Ben Warren rounding up the top 10 for Racing Team Schroeter.
Royal Blue Racing, Matthew Flip down 11th place. Patrick Van Miller, Walk Racing in 12th. Ollie Falconer, 13th, Viking Racing. And we've got the Zederick Racing car of Rory Verzil. I'm still not getting that right. Sorry, Rory. 15th, Ryan Walker, also Viking Racing. So that's a Zederick Racing sandwich there. 16th, this is where the fun begins. 16th, James Johnson, Hans Cannon Racing. 17th, Jesper Tolberg, Small Power Racing. 18th, Jonathan Holmes, Hanscon Racing. 19th, Scott Beresford, Enterprise GP. And number 20, our race winner from race 1, Peter Bridiak, Walk Racing. It'll be interesting to see how those drivers can get through the field.
Indeed. 21st is Victor Silva for Team Proline, with Adam Oscar for YTF1 in 22nd. Then we have the filling of this YTF1 sandwich with Lewis McGlade for Aurora Motorsports and James Cook Pacific Grand Prix in 24th, with Wopke Hoekstra in the other YTF1 in 25th. That's why I said the filling. Simon Smith, very good position, 26th for Backmarker Brigade, with Chris Williamson for Katana Motorsports in 27th. Matthew Williams, after him being caught up in a collision to race 1, 28th for Playseat Racing, with Thomas Fadler for Team Proline in 29th, and Sam Jones for Aurora Motorsport in 30th.
We got 31st, David Carter for THR, Ben Willis in 32nd, Light Racing, Velocity Racing's Timu Toika, 33rd, Marco van der Brick, Back Market Brigade, 34th. Another Back Market Brigade sandwich with, in 35th, we have William Trigas, also Velocity Racing. Jack Nichols, 36th, JRT. John McCain, 37th, Plastic Grand Prix. Racing Team Schroten's Mike Schroten, and 38th, and rounding out 39th is Scott Sovic for Aerostream Motorsport.
We're now waiting for everyone to line up on the grid.
He's not really punched up, but you can tell kind of when it's race 2 that the person's get a bit excited.
Lee McLaughlin starting from pit lane.
He had a few, and so did Fran Lopez. Yeah. That's very interesting.
I think they might have loaded the wrong setup, because I did see that Lee McLaughlin did not pull away from the formation lap. I think
That's a shame, because he was on the front row.
Between races, it doesn't load your setup. If it loads the assigned one, that you assign, and if you haven't assigned one, it goes to default.
So, Hansco Mebius is going through the whole field now to take up his position in 4th.
He's coming through the grid.
He's got a clear run as well in front of him, which would be nice for him.
Gap in front of him and a gap behind. And here we go for race 2. Lights are on. Oh, someone's jump started at the back there, but everyone is racing and away. It looks relatively clean. I don't see any incidents.
Watching further back, nothing so far.
There's Patrick Van der Muller. He's round. Some cars going off. I see a front wing there.
I think that was Matthew Williams' front wing. Oh no, it's all got a bit bad at the back here. I think that was Simon Smith. Keep calling Melvius. At the front, still Philip in the lead.
Oh, Philip Gonig's gone wide. That could let Tommy Oyala through, but he's got the inside. I think he's going to hold it, but Oyala's going to be right on his tail. He's going to be inhaling those exhaust fumes. Hansco Mebius directly behind, so there could be if there's an incident between Oyala and Philip, there Mebius could capitalise, or it could cause a massive pile-up, depending on which way it goes.
Lopez got disqualified. He obviously jump started from the pit lane. Very odd.
Yes, there is a rule where the light goes green as the first car crosses into the second sector. As we see Tommy Oyala under attack from Hansco Mebius. David Junt for THR. He's got quite a good start, going from 8th up to 4th already. The first lap is Hansco Mebius pulls out the inside.
20th to 12th.
Indeed. Jonathan Holmes up to 12th.
Oh, there's a crash.
There is. I didn't see who that was. Someone spun. Oh, there's a huge gaggle of cars. There's a huge gaggle of them.
Corner. This ain't going to be pretty, I don't think. Are they going to keep all safely together?
That's 7th Matt Clip, 8th Peter Brulyak. Brulyak from 20th. Jesus, he's one hell of a start. He's being swamped by cars around. Up into 8th position, he's down the inside of Ben Warren. God, it's hectic out there at the moment. And we've got, I think that's James Kirk. Trying to go on the outside of Ryan Walker. He's now on the inside. 13th, 14th. He's got it done.
Ryan Walker's holding a nose at the inside for turns 5 and 6.
And Ryan's also got his other Viking Racing teammate right behind him. Bit of a twitch.
Oh, somebody's
oh,
lost
contact! Oh god, there's Jonathan
Oh no!
Holmes.
A few cars off.
I believe that's Ollie Pelkonen's gone round. As well, he's down. I did see... Was it James Johnson or Holmes? One of the Tanscanon Racing did go wide.
That was.
Oh, it's Holmes has lost his front wing. I can see it now. He's lost his front wing. He's in a 14th, 15th, 16th gaggle of cars here.
Oh, he's been holding them up in a minute.
It's also hot. Oh, I think that's Johnson. He's just got a bit of a tap. He's got damage on the side pod. I can clearly see that. But he did got a bit of a bump from Jesper Tolberg, I think.
So it's be interesting how Holmes down the straight. He's moving much faster, hopefully. That's no front wing.
Yes, less downforce that is Aiden, but he's going to have to brake early into the head.
Are they going to be aware?
Yes, that's what I was about to say. Tolberg's down. Tolberg trying to get past Silver. I don't think that's going to happen. As I believe, yep, Holmes pits. Just looking back up to front, Philip Koenig is still leading from Hans Moebius and David Junt, Toyo Yala.
15th to 20th is a bit of a fight.
Oh, Johnson round the outside of Silver.
Is he going to be able to keep it?
He's going to have the inside for turn 3 and 4. He has almost on the back of Tolberg there. Oh, Silver's had to get out of power, which caused Scott Beresford to go at the back of him. Only a slight tap, hopefully no damage on both their cars.
We've been following his better. He's up to 6th place now.
From 20th.
14 places.
Oh god, Jack Nichols, I've just seen that. Jack Nichols. I don't know where he's gone down. He's down in 24th. He flew! That was an incredible crash. I haven't seen anything like that since...
that was
he's just lost it again.
Maldonado and Gutierrez.
Apparently he had a contact with... Yeah, Lewis McGlade. Lewis McGlade's got a front left puncture and no front wing. He's pulling over. I think he's retiring.
Probably for less, I think. Yeah,
Lewis McGlade has retired.
He just came steaming down the inside and some action to the side of
Nichols,
and poor guy had nowhere to go. And jumped in the air in excitement.
I don't think it was exciting, mate. I think it's more anger when you jump out your armchair.
Petter's up to 5th, by the way. He's gone past Pedro Gomez while we were following that.
And
next up, it's Tommy Odela.
Yeah, he's not that far away from Tommy Oyala. Smile power. Sorry for cutting across you there, Phil.
I'll get them sorted out later in the season. Almost.
It's all experience.
Tight in top 3. This is the second between them.
Oh yeah, what's happened to Connick? Because he did have about a 1.5 second gap. Moebius and Junt have managed to catch up now. Of course, with Breuillet not that far behind, I think Breuillet might be on for a second win this evening. Oh, Connick's... I think Hansko Moebius for second. He's now side by side with Philip. Trying to go around turn 7 and 8. Terence Gretsch. Oh, Terence Gretsch has spun in 12th position. I think that was contact with Clip. Yeah, it was contact with Clip. Tried to turn in and Clip was there. And semi-pit manoeuvre.
Yeah, a bit of an odd one there.
But that sort of thing happens in racing. Two people just trying to think, oh, he's going to give me a bit more space. And everyone's wrong. As Tommy Oyala's going around the outside. Oh, Burlack's going down the inside of Tommy Oyala for 4th and 5th.
Petr going up the 4th. He is going for them all.
He is light
here. Only if the first, that would be something.
Indeed, it would be. I mean,
going to get him into
like oh, he's a bit of a wiggle. Oh, and he's got the traction as well.
15.
He's got the traction. He's got the position for now. Yeah, I think Tommy Oyala is just kind of backed off a bit. He's straddling that curb as well.
Joseph and Gomez, 6th and 7th. There's also going to be a fight down to turn 1.
Gomez looking to the inside, defend the position. Joseph gonna try. No, he's a bit far back now to try down the inside. Yep, Hansco Mebius second, David John third, Petter Brilak fourth. Oh, very, very close. I think David John's gonna have a look at Mebius down the inside. And oh, he's not quite got it done.
Just enough space. He's going to the inside of the next corner. Petter's catching up all the time while this is going on.
Indeed. Sorry, I just burped there. I do apologise. Hansco Mebius holds second for now, but Brilak is right on the back of John. He's all over him.
He's going to have to shortly make a move, probably up the head.
Well, does Petter have better straight line speed?
I don't know. I think we're going to find out in a minute. I know that much. I haven't seen where he's been making the places up.
He looks a bit
corner.
He looks a bit wiggly whilst putting on the power, so he might have less traction. Well, I don't think it's really going to matter now. He's right on the back of Hunt going down the straight. But there's I think that's a three-way tow. You've got Mebius on the back of Koenig and Junt. Where's Brilak goes for a manoeuvre. Down the inside. Can he make it stick? Oh, he's locked up the rears. Junt could try for the cutback. Side by side. No, I think Petter's got this. Petter takes third position from starting from 20th. He's gained 17 places in 5 laps.
I can't look past him now for the win. His curse there.
I mean, there's 9 more to go. As long as he keeps it clean, I'm sure he'll take another win here. Which would be astounding.
6th and 7th, Pedro and Jose still fighting.
Pedro's still ahead of...
that could be a long one.
I think that might go on for a few more laps. Looking back, you got Matt Clip in 8th, Ben Warren 9th, Virgil and Ryan Walker quite close together within just over a second for 4 of them. So many battles everywhere, you don't know where to bloody look.
Yeah, I think James Johnson just going up there 17th past Terence Gresh.
Terence Gresh having a look at James Johnson, 18th, 17th, 18th, I do apologise. I think Johnson's
up the back of Hansco here. Short run down to the turn 12.
Indeed, he's going down the inside. Can he get second position? Oh, I think Hansco just gave him a bit of space there, knew that he was going to lock up. But Petter's now on the inside for this long 12-13 hander, or right hander.
Yes, now
he's got it.
He's not going to be slipstream though. And so making his way back slowly.
I would have thought Petter would have gone down the inside to defend. He's staying on the outside, trying to block off David Judd. Trying to box him in. Hands
Last
go.
late breakers. He's on the outside.
Side by side.
Got good exit again.
Yeah, he's what I said about traction earlier, just throw that out the window. He's got better traction.
Oh, I think it's been
he's locked up.
Looked like there may have been a slight touch. No, maybe not.
It was just he locked up.
Yep.
Petter locked up into the final
David
corner.
John's getting involved now. He's going with the outside.
Oh, John's on the outside of Mebius. Can he make it stick? Yeah, he's made it stick. He's just...
back of him.
He cut across him.
Oh, he did there. That was definite contact.
Yeah, I thought Hansco did get the back a bit loose there.
Goes with the head of Gomez. But no, he picked that up.
Ryan Walker has spun down at turn 3 and 4. Careful when you reverse back on track. But he's down in 21st position. Well, he was up in 11th. He was in the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th
He may have
battle.
slightly tapped Morby Virgil. I think he just kind of lost it a bit on his own. Right, he's look the gap between Philip and Petter, 1.2 seconds at the moment.
But that was extended from the last couple of laps because I remember...
It's just gone down to 0.98 just under a second.
Yeah, I think Petter's going to catch him, no doubt. But the gap was extended whilst Petter was trapped in the David Junt Hansco Mebius battle.
Right, yep.
It's given him a bit of breathing space, but hopefully Philip Koenig can try and pull away. I don't think it's possible, but anything can happen. Is racing. Oh, Tommy Oyala, 5th position, having a look at Hansko Mebius down the inside. He's got that done. Up into 4th position at the moment. Can Hansko try anything? Not through final
Colbert's
turn.
gone wide, and James Kirk goes up to 11th. Solid points from there.
Indeed. Let's have a look. Ben Warren and Roy Virgil, 9th and 10th. Roy's down the inside.
Ben's going to try and hold it out from the outside.
Yeah.
No, he's then covered it very well.
Ben just spun up the wheels there.
There's nothing between Petter and Philip here.
Oh yes,
Oh, he's
change
on
the
the
lead.
outside, the lead.
Petter on the outside, and he's got that done. I think this. If I don't think Philip will be able to make a manoeuvre on Petter anytime soon. I think Petter's just got better traction through everywhere. So I think
Yeah, I think that's what he set his car up for.
I think this is going to be the final change for the lead.
I wouldn't put it past jumping codes kind of to me now. Tommy and Hansko are kind of fighting each other. Could give David Jumping third a chance to pull away.
And try and catch Philip in 2nd position. Paul Joseph really caught on the back of Hansko Mebius as well in 6th position. Pulled away from Pedro Gomez in 7th. So we could see a 3-way battle for 4th position soon. Or even 3rd. If David John can't pull away just yet. Oh, has Mebius just gone on the outside of Oyala? I think he has. Mebius now up into 4th position, gone on the outside.
He did, nice move.
Down at the hairpin, that's an incredible manoeuvre. Oh, Oyala's having a look. Ooh, having a look into turn 1.
Interesting, Petter's just gone the fastest lap of the race so far. Now that he's out of traffic, I could say, but not fighting anymore.
He's got a second gap back to Philip Koenig at the moment, who's then got a further 2 seconds back to David Jones. Let's have a look a bit further down the field, shall we?
Trying to work out who's close to each other. Last points position, 15th Hopstra and 16th Terence.
Yeah, there's a bit of a battle there with Watke Hope to Terence Gretsch. James Johnson trying to get some points after that disastrous start. Victor Silva 18th. Oh god, I thought he was going to have a go at Johnson there.
Should probably mention Scott So. I will get that right. Scott
Yes.
Sovic at the moment. 39th this guy, sadly at the back of the grid. He's up to 20th. We've 19 places. So good. Cool. He's probably just kept himself out of trouble. Just get going. Nicely done.
Indeed.
He's 3 seconds ahead of 21st Sam Jones and 10 seconds behind John McClane. I'll see if he catches up to the race.
I'm also looking at Lee McLaughlin, who started from the pit lane. Of course, he had to wait till everyone went past the first sector split. He's up to 23rd position.
I think he was missing those big crashes on lap 1 that's kind of helped him there.
Though he is 8 seconds back from Ryan Walker after the spin that he had.
Whips just overtaken Rory there.
8th position. Yep. Matthew Clip overtaking Roy Virgil.
He's going to have a bit more speed hopefully in the straight. It's going to be an interesting turn 1.
Ooh, God,
very
he's gone for a
dummy. He's holding the dummy.
And Roy down the inside. Can he hold it? He's straddled. Oh, he's pushed Matt right there. Oh, contact the pushing, and that's going to let Ben Warren close right up. He's right on the tail of them both now. But I think Matt Clip there just getting a bit impatient, just trying to push Roy a little bit, get the position back. Didn't quite work, and now Ben Warren's right on the tail of him. I'm just looking at 12th and 13th, Scott Beresford and James Kirk. Of course, Beresford driving for James Kirk's team, so I wonder if anything will play out by that.
But also Red Bull going on there.
Oh, Kirk's
James
gone wide. Oh, I think Beresford around the outside. Yeah, he's got that done. He's got the position up into 12th position.
So James will get cut back. And long turn 12 and 13.
And plus you've also got the long straight as well after this.
Scott may get a bit of slipstream from Torberg. He's going for.
And he's also covering the inside doing. Oh god, actually, I've just looked at the thing. There's a slipstream all the way back from Roy Virgil and Matthew Clip trying to go on the outside. 8th and 9th. Roy keeps position, and Warren stays on the back of Clip. Oh, there's action everywhere, isn't there? But the lead is now 5.7 seconds from Burlak to Koenig, who's got a further 1.2 seconds back to Junt. Got just over half a second back to Paul Joseph, and that's good Mebius. Any interesting battles you're seeing, Phil? Or everyone's just dispersed a bit? Oh, I've just seen Ben Willis is out. Ben Willis is spun on the... Yeah, he's retired. He's just spun on... he went wide onto the final corner, and as he came back on track, he just lost the rear of the car. Straight into the opposite barrier, losing the front wing, and he's retired the car. Seventh, 8th position. Roy Virgil, Matt Clip, still battling away. I don't think Matt can quite get past Roy. Roy goes very defensive down the back straight, and then sweeps across to take the racing line. Don't know if they'll be classed as two moves. We'll probably try and say the Lewis Hamilton is. Clip goes down the inside. Has he got better traction? I think they've both got the same amount of traction. Side by side into the final turn, and oh, I thought Clip was semi going to give that. And that's that Ben Warren. Get side by side with Clip and Virgil. Oh, God. And Jesper Tolberg down the inside of Ben Warren. After Warren tried to go around the outside, it didn't pay off. Tolberg's through on the back of Clip. Ben Warren try and catch up to Tolberg. Try and make a manoeuvre which will stick instead of losing positions.
Front. Koenig still keeping that gap at 1.4 seconds. Now he's slightly pulled it out because Paul Joseph in 4th is really fighting David Junt now and bringing Hansco with him.
Indeed, for 3rd, 4th and 5th position. So we're on lap 12 of 14. 2 more to go after this. I'm sure Junt will be desperately trying hard to both catch up to Philip Koenig and defend from Paul Joseph. But looking at it, Joseph's going to have a better run out of the turn 13.
He's not taking the slipstream, he's confident he's going to get it anyway.
Indeed, I think he's more focused on trying to keep Hansco behind.
Good call there, yep, he is. Well,
Hansco's going down the inside. Can he make it stick? He's locked up a bit. And yeah, he's got better traction now. I think he might have it.
Going to the final call like that.
Hansco Mebius up to 4th. Oh, he's gone wide. Oh, God, that must have been scary for Paul Joseph there. Give him position right back. That's also let Pedro Gomez onto the back of Hansco. But they're not close enough to have a look.
Junt's gone wide into turn 1. Paul Joseph up into 3rd.
Oh, but Junt down the inside for 2, 3. Just train. Oh, Joseph's slow on the apex. Mebius had to slow up a bit, just sort of let Gomez side by side. Gomez going down the inside. Oh, Mebius goes to defend. And nothing
going. He's all good for Philip. He's now got a 3-second gap.
it's all helping Philip Koenig in second position. 9.6 seconds behind our leader and race 1 winner Petr Broliak.
I think he's also just lapped Marco, that Marco Brigade. There's that car. Next up for him will be Simon Smith. Oh, that Marco Brigade. It's still going, which, you know, not going to be last.
Well, I'm sure they'll probably take my motto: if it's got 4 wheels and an engine, keep going. How I managed to finish every single race last year in Formula Challenge, even after being in many collisions. Some of them my fault, some of them not. Jesper Tolberg, 8th position. Oh guys, is that a battle all the way back from 3rd down to 8th, 9th with Matthew Klipp? Scott Beresford. Petr Broliak is he out? I think he's disconnected.
Yep, he's lagged out here. Yep.
So that gives Philip Koenig the lead with a 2.7 second. Oh, I think there's quite a lot of. Patrick Van der Merwe is also DNF'd. Can't really say it's a server error, but Philip Koenig
It's a shame, but Koenig
takes the
starts
lead on the
will be his final lap.
Yes, indeed. So he takes the lead on the final lap, and he's got a 2.7 second gap. It's incredible. It means that David Junt is in second for THR, with Paul Joseph going to be desperately holding on to, or trying to hold on to, the final podium position from Hansko Mebius. I think this has worked wonders for Philip Koenig. He started on pole, and as long as we don't curse him, he will win the race.
Nice to get my namesake.
That's a brilliant point the camera just brought up, Phil. You did curse Broliak, didn't you? Well, we both did.
I think, oh dear.
Oh, we're bad people. As John McLean has just retired as well.
Or accident, apparently.
Accident,
See if I can find out what that was.
Oh, Tolberg, Matt Klipp almost went back at Tolberg in 7th and 8th position. It was the Constantina effect.
So, oh wow, John McLean lost his front right wheel into the final corner.
Oh wow.
And then tried braking. Oh, he just went straight on into turn 1. That's a bit silly of him, to be honest.
Philip Koenig is now approaching the final corner to take the race 2 win.
Nice one.
After starting on pole position after the reverse grid, he wins race 2 here at Shanghai, with David Junt taking second. Oh god, Paul Joseph narrowly taking 3rd position, just over a 10th of a second between Hansko Mebius and Roy Virgil. But well done to Philip Koenig. I mean, I hate to say it, but it was kind of gifted. But I have had wins like that before, and I'm sure he'll be so excited. And
he kept himself going.
Yes.
He lost the lead, he accepted that, and he just kept going, kept putting the miles in. As we watch Sam Jones spin it on the final corner, is he going to lose any places? Yes, he is.
Yes, Jonathan Holmes even. Sorry, I keep getting that wrong. Who takes 20th position. Wow, what? I wouldn't have predicted that ending. I couldn't have predicted it, but Simon Smith. No. No, Simon Smith still yet. The 2 back marker brigades are still on the final lap. Simon Smith will come home in 30th position. He's just going around the hairpin at the bottom of the straight. His teammate Marco van der Broek is going around turn 30.
No, but like I said, he kept going. He lost that position and he just put the laps in. He got, maybe he should have been a bit more fast if there wasn't a battle behind him. Once he would have caught up a bit more, but has a good all-round performance, man.
Indeed.
Proud of that. Not quite like the flag, but the next best thing.
My pen doesn't want to work now.
Exciting there. So Marco, down the final corner, takes the final position, final finishing car, only 1st position.
Indeed, so that's everyone finished now. And that's the end, officially the end of race 2. Right.
So hopefully get to hear from the drivers later.
We're just going to check Twitter for the moment. No one's said anything, so that makes our life a bit dull and boring. But we will hopefully have interviewees to interview the top 3 from race 1 and race 2. I've just got to try and find out, because I didn't write down who came first, second, and third for race 1.
That's it was Petter and then Holmes and Berger, I think.
Yes, it was Petter Brodak, Scott Beresford, and Jonathan Holmes.
That was some good fun racing this evening. A few issues at the start of race 2 there, a few crashes. Like I said, disconnection. I'd be interested to know
what
if that
happened.
was disconnection or something.
It's not nice having a disconnection. I mean, I've had it several times, but it must be even worse when you're leading and on just starting the final lap. It must be heartbreaking at times.
He'll bounce back. I mean, it was a brilliant. If you can take some credit for it, it was a brilliant performance to come from 20th all the way up.
Yeah, indeed. You have some confidence in the car, especially after taking 3 pole positions in a row, and I think it's also where is he? Petter Brodak. Yep, he's won 3 out of the 5 races. No, 3 out of the 6 races he's done. He won race 1 in Malaysia, race 1 in Bahrain, and now race 1 here. But he has had 2 DNFs. He DNF'd in race 2 of Malaysia. I can't remember what that was for. I think it might have been collision. But, before today, he was sitting 3rd in the championship. Not that far behind. By the looks of things, we're not going to have anyone in for it to be interviewed, so that's a bit upsetting. But so I think that should be the end of the broadcast. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed this. I'm sure me and Phil have.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's been an interesting experience again of learning something new from scratch. Baptism of fire. It's been hopefully a good evening's racing. I think we've good fun, good fights all throughout the field.
I've seen David John has just come in for an interview. So, we just said power end it. Okay, so we'll end it here then. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time in 2 weeks' time for round 5, which I believe is Catalonia, Spain. So we'll see you then.